Welcome to Spirited Seasons, where we get spirited for the seasons. And today we're going to be making a cozy caramel coffee apple crisp for the fall. We're going to preheat our oven to 350 and get it all nice and toasty. Next, we're going to butter our dish. Now, I do like to use butter because of the little extra flavor that it adds, but if you're more down with cooking spray or Crisco, have at it, and I fully support you. We'll need about 6 to 8 apples for this recipe. Honeycrisp is what I used here because honestly they're bomb, but all apples are welcome here, so use whatever kind you want. We need to peel all of our apples. Now, I was feeling a little fancy this day, so I did the whole spiral trick, but peel how you feel, you know, and whatever gets the job done. We'll begin chopping our apples in little mini cubes, but really any size will work if you wanted to do slices instead. And then when I'm done chopping my apples, I like to save the cores, peels, and any extra for the woodland creatures around outside so then they can have a nice fall treat too. And we're gonna slide those bad boys right into our mixing bowl. And followed by that, we're gonna add our sugar, we're gonna add our lime, we're gonna remind ourselves that everything's fine. And then we stir all that together, or as Moira Rose would say, fold it in. And if you haven't seen the show Schitt's Creek and you don't know what I'm talking about, pause this video, go watch it, go rewatch it, you'll thank me later. And welcome back. Let's add those apples into that prepared baking dish that we buttered. Next, we're going to take our instant coffee and we're going to sprinkle it over all of our apples. You cannot use regular coffee grounds for this part because they just won't melt or dissolve into it the same way. When adding our caramel, I use these little caramel squares and I just individually stretch out each piece. Now, I just washed my hands for this part because I was just making it for my family, but if you would rather not touch the caramel, you can always flatten it out with a spoon or a roller, and then I just place them like little blankets all over our apples. To make our topping, we're going to add our brown sugar, oats, flour, and salt. Now we do want to wait to cut our butter up until this point because we want to keep it as cold as possible in the fridge until we add it to our mixing bowl. After adding our butter, we're going to cut it into the mixture until we have little pea-sized coated butter pieces. This will be a little easier if you have a pastry cutter, but I don't. And so 2 forks will work just as awesome. You'll get an arm workout in. It's all good. And this is where it all comes together. We're going to add our topping to the rest of our dish and we're going to really pack it in because we want every last bit.